All right, Beast. This was released in theaters today, and I definitely don't think this is a movie you need to go see in the theaters. I think this is definitely like if you're into like a man versus nature film like I am. I've always been a big fan of these kinds of movies, whether it be Jaws or Cujo or whatever. Right? Like I do love those kinds of movies. And Burning Bright, with the Bengal tiger in the house during the freaking storm with the autistic kid and all that. I love that kind of shit. Crawl, you know. I'm a huge fan of these kinds of movies, so I'm definitely the target audience, 1,000%. This movie's rated R, which is kind of surprising to me. I don't really see any reason this needs to be rated R. It is about a father and his two daughters, and they are going to South Africa after a tragedy in the family, if you can guess, because of who's missing from that. And they go to visit a friend of the family, someone that the mom knew when she was growing up. And when they get there, they are hunted by a lion. I mean, let's just get to the point.
They're hunted for sure.
What did you think? I'll be curious on your thoughts. We haven't talked about this at all, so I have no idea what you think.
I mean, I liked the film. I don't know. I feel like when we watch, well, with this one in particular, I definitely get this sense of like nature is way stronger than man, than humankind.
Sure.
Even though I think that the film is sort of supposed to show like, what the perseverance of humans can look like, and I think a lot of these films, I mean, Crawl would be another example of that, like using wit and tools and all this stuff to...
Yeah, tools
Mostly.
You have to have a gun.
Need tools to fight against it, but when you don't have that to even the playing field, like, there's just no way that you would realistically survive anything like this.
No chance.
And, I mean, I love cats, and I like big cats, so it was cool to see lions, and they're definitely scary. But I don't know. I liked the family story that was going on, in the back. Not really the background, but that was throughout. I think that they get to a really cool place in the end, and it felt pretty authentic to me, and kind of heartwarming. It sucks that they have to go through this tragedy or this traumatic event rather, to heal, what's going on between them. But I don't know. I was okay with it. I don't love it or anything, but I enjoyed it.
Yeah. I definitely think this is a film for either Idris Elba fans or, man versus nature fans, and that's about it. The film takes zero risks. It has no interesting kills on screen, gore, anything like that. This is why I feel like this could be PG-13. I don't even remember a curse word being uttered in the film. I think there's a couple cuts that you see that are, gruesome to maybe mainstream audiences, but it's
to us.
Just like a neck wound or something, or the skin's opened up a bit. But that's about it. So you're not gonna get some gnarly ass mauling or anything in this movie. If you want that, watch Backcountry from I think 2014. That has one of the most gruesome fucking animal mauling death scenes I've ever watched. But yeah, I don't know. I just, while watching it, I just kept thinking this is meant for mainstream audiences. This is just that typical film that goes every which way you expect it to. Everything is extremely predictable. There's zero risks taken. When you put kids in a movie, you're never gonna fucking kill them. They're never gonna be in any real danger. They're never gonna get injured all that much. So it's just and you can take that as a spoiler. I don't care. How these fucking movies go. And it's just a shame. And I'm just gonna be level with you guys, because I know that a lot of people are like, oh, well, maybe they'll take risks. And those are the kinds of films, and that's the thing is yeah, they may not appeal to mass audiences, but the films that really land with like film people are the films that take the risks, right? That will kill a kid, that will fucking put them in some serious peril, right? And really fucking traumatize them. Like if you're gonna put a kid in a horror movie, you need to be okay with killing that kid, or don't put it in the fucking movie, right? Like that's just how I am about kids in horror. Yeah. Don't put them in there unless they have a chance of being mauled, killed, whatever. It's fucking stupid to have plot armor around a character because of their age. Like, don't put them in the fucking movie, right? Unless they're just like a motive point of like, I'm gonna kill your kid if you don't get this done. But even that, it still always feels like they're not gonna fucking kill the kid. They're gonna get it done, right? Because it's a kid. And 99% of films don't have the balls to kill a child.
It's funny because, like, when I was watching this, I also was thinking throughout that it felt like it was going to be, like, a Universal, like, Studios, like, a ride. Like, I was just thinking the whole time, like, it would be so easy to make it into a ride, especially with the family-centric, like, I don't know. Just to, I guess, bolster your point of it being made for mainstream audiences.
One thing the film does do well, and I'll give the director credit for here, is that he has an immersive human element and feel to the film because of his directing choices, as far as making a lot of stuff one long take and never ever showing the camera from the beast's perspective.
Yes.
You know, we never see the Jaws POV swimming through the water and all that stuff. Like, the beast is only ever shown through their perspective or up on a ridge or something like that. We never ever spend any time as the lion, right? And that's pretty rare in this subgenre of thriller, action, horror. So I thought that was interesting. But
yeah, I really liked the one-take shots that were kind of peppered throughout. I felt that they were pretty immersive, too. But like you said, it does bring the human element to the forefront, I think, of the film.
Yeah. And the lion looks great. I mean,
he looks so scary.
Throughout, it's pretty great.
So creepy.
So the effects on that were all really, really good.
Yeah.
You could probably critique some little moment. Don't be that fucking person. It looks really good throughout. You know they're not actually in a fucking scene with a lion that's mauling them, okay? Like, come on, people.
Yeah.
People expect too fucking much. But I thought it looked great. And for that. And I don't know.
It's like you said, it's just really not
fine.
the kind of film that you're wanting because you're such a fan of those types of movies and you want the films to take risks. But for a mainstream audience, I think that it's a good movie. I mean, there was families at the theater when we saw it. There was definitely some young kids in the audience with their parents. So I think it's something, like you said, that should most likely have been rated PG-13.
100%.
But it definitely is a family drama at the heart of it. So.
And that could really be off-putting to some people because it kind of pops up in these places where a lot of people would be like, oh, I don't care. I don't want this part of the story. But like, if you don't want to explore the family drama that they have going on throughout the film, because it's going to be, put in randomly throughout the film. They really talk about their issues throughout, even in the most dire situations.
Yes.
They have a down moment and it's like, let's hash out our problems as a family.
Yeah.
And a lot of people would be like, that's not realistic, or I don't care about your families, bring back the lion.
But
if you're one of those kinds of people, it's definitely not going to be a great movie. It's not like a straight shot, which is what I would have much preferred. That's how I would have liked this movie to be personally. And I would have liked for this been to be a little bit more of a kitchen sink film, as I like to call them, and really throw a lot more of the elements at them, because in a place like they're in, the lion ain't the only fucking trouble. They do encounter one other thing that is a minor problem for like 1 second.
Yeah.
But outside of that, it's like, man, there is so much shit out there that can kill you. And I would have liked to have seen more of those elements explored. And I would have liked to have seen This kind of just be, in fact, since they did so many long takes, I would have loved this movie to just have been one take.
I mean,
Right?
that would have been
And
really
then
exciting.
just kind of over here,
course.
the lion comes over here, is chasing them. They duck through here, and it really just be them running from a lion for an hour and a half, and never really catching your breath, and just be a nonstop barrage of just holy shit. And to add, take the kids out, put a couple more, maybe 5 more adults, and have them hunted down one by one. That would have been much better. But, overall, this is fine. As you said, it's there to appeal to the mass audiences. And we'll see. It has a 5.9, not doing too great.
I mean,
and the critics are whatever on it. So
can you not see it on like studio tours at Universal? Like instead of the King Kong, it's this.
Sure.
That's like what I was thinking the whole time. It's made to be made into a ride because you're just in a car. Yeah.
All I'll say, wait for it to come home. You don't need to see this in the theaters. No reason for that. It's a one-time watch for Man versus Beast fans, or girls or guys who are like in love with Idris Elba.
Oh.
But that's about it. I think the daughters are good. I think I never know how to say the guy's name. Charlotte. How do you say this guy's fucking first name? Charlton Copley.
I don't know.
Who I know from all the fucking Blomkamp films, Chappie and District 9 and all that. I love the guy, and I think he's great. And he's good in this, but it's just, I don't know. Everything just feels underwhelming. Yeah. Overall, it's fine. It's fine. It's a one-time watch on Netflix. That's what I have to say about the movie.
All right.
Yep, I'm done.
That's it. Bye.